Hello and welcome back to our channel, where we bring you the latest news and updates from around the world. Today, we will be discussing the $4.3 billion investment in the China Nigeria Lagos Calabar Coastal Railway project. The China Nigeria Lagos Calabar Coastal Railway project is a major infrastructure project aimed at improving transportation and boosting economic development in Nigeria. The project is a joint effort between the Nigerian government and China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation, a Chinese state-owned company. The project will involve the construction of a new railway line that will run from Lagos, the commercial capital of Nigeria, to Calabar, a major port city in the southeastern region of the country. The railway line will cover a distance of approximately 1,400 kilometers, with 22 stations along the way. The project is expected to be completed in 4 phases, with each phase covering a specific section of the railway line. The first phase, which covers the Lagos to Ibadan section, has already been completed, while work on the second phase, which covers the Ibadan to Kano section, is currently underway. The total cost of the project is estimated at $11.17 billion, with the majority of the funding coming from the Export-Import Bank of China. The Nigerian government is also contributing a significant amount of funding towards the project. The railway line is expected to have a significant impact on the Nigerian economy by improving transportation and reducing the cost of goods and services. The project will also create jobs and improve the standard of living for people living along the railway line. In addition to the economic benefits, the project is also expected to have a positive impact on the environment by reducing the number of trucks on the roads and decreasing carbon emissions. However, the project has not been without controversy, with some critics raising concerns about the high cost of the project and the potential for the Nigerian government to fall into debt. Others have also raised concerns about the impact of the project on local communities and the environment. Despite these concerns, the Chinese and Nigerian governments remain committed to the project, with both sides seeing it as a major step towards improving transportation and economic development in Nigeria. Before we wrap up, it's worth noting that the China Nigeria Lagos Calabar Coastal Railway project is just one example of China's growing investment in infrastructure projects across Africa. In recent years, China has become a major investor in Africa, with a particular focus on infrastructure projects such as roads, railways, and ports. Critics argue that China's investment in Africa comes with strings attached, with some African countries potentially falling into debt and becoming overly reliant on China. However, supporters of the investment argue that it is helping to improve infrastructure and boost economic development in the continent. Regardless of the criticisms and debates surrounding the project, it is clear that the China Nigeria Lagos Calabar Coastal Railway project is a major undertaking that could have a significant impact on the future of transportation and economic development in Nigeria. But let's take a closer look at the potential benefits of the China Nigeria Lagos Calabar Coastal Railway project. Firstly, the railway line will connect major cities and ports in Nigeria, which will make transportation of goods and people much easier and more efficient. This is particularly important for Nigeria, which is Africa's most populous country and has a rapidly growing economy. Secondly, the railway line is expected to create thousands of jobs during its construction and after it is completed. This will have a positive impact on the local economy and could help to reduce unemployment rates in the region. Thirdly, the project is expected to have a positive impact on the environment, as it will reduce the number of trucks on the roads and decrease carbon emissions. This is an important consideration for Nigeria, which is one of the largest greenhouse gas emitters in Africa. Finally, the project could help to improve Nigeria's overall infrastructure, which is currently lacking in many areas. This could make the country a more attractive destination for foreign investment, which could help to boost the economy even further. Despite the potential benefits, there are also some concerns about the project. Some critics have raised concerns about the high cost of the project and the potential for Nigeria to fall into debt. Others have raised concerns about the impact of the project on local communities and the environment. In conclusion, the $4.3 billion investment in the China Nigeria Lagos Calabar Coastal Railway project is a major undertaking that could have a significant impact on the future of transportation and economic development in Nigeria. While there are concerns about the high cost of the project and its potential impact on the environment and local communities, there are also significant potential benefits, including improved transportation, job creation, and a positive impact on the economy. It will be important for both the Nigerian and Chinese governments to work together to ensure that the project is carried out in a responsible and sustainable manner, and that the concerns of local communities and environmental advocates are addressed. Before we sign off, it's worth noting that the China Nigeria Lagos Calabar Coastal Railway project is part of a larger initiative known as the Belt and Road Initiative. The BRI is a Chinese-led project aimed at improving infrastructure and economic connectivity across Asia, Europe, and Africa. Through the BRI, China has invested billions of dollars in infrastructure projects in countries around the world, including in Africa. The goal of the BRI is to improve transportation and economic development, while also enhancing China's influence on the global stage. While the BRI has been praised for its potential to improve infrastructure and economic development in countries around the world, it has also been criticized for its potential to saddle developing countries with debt and give China undue influence. It remains to be seen how the China Nigeria Lagos Calabar Coastal Railway project will fit into the larger context of the BRI, but it is clear that China's investment in infrastructure projects in Nigeria and other African countries is part of a larger global strategy. It's also worth noting that the China Nigeria Lagos Calabar Coastal Railway project is not the only major infrastructure project currently underway in Nigeria. The country is also investing in other transportation infrastructure projects, including the construction of new airports and seaports, as well as the expansion of existing ones. These projects are aimed at improving Nigeria's overall infrastructure and making the country a more attractive destination for foreign investment. This could help to boost the country's economy and create new job opportunities for its citizens. However, it's important for the Nigerian government to ensure that these projects are carried out in a responsible and sustainable manner, taking into account the potential impact on local communities and the environment. Lastly, it's important to note that the success of the China Nigeria Lagos Calabar Coastal Railway project will depend on more than just the completion of the infrastructure. For the railway line to truly boost economic development, Nigeria must also focus on developing the industries and businesses that will utilize it. This includes investments in manufacturing, agriculture, and other sectors that will benefit from improved transportation infrastructure. It's also important for the government to create policies and regulations that support entrepreneurship and innovation, which could help to drive economic growth and job creation. In summary, the China Nigeria Lagos Calabar Coastal Railway project is just one piece of a larger puzzle in Nigeria's quest for economic development. While the project has the potential to bring significant benefits to the country, it's important for the Nigerian government to focus on complementary policies and investments to fully realize its potential. Before we go, we want to remind you that infrastructure projects like the China Nigeria Lagos Calabar Coastal Railway project are not just important for individual countries, but for the global economy as a whole. As the world becomes more interconnected, it's essential that we invest in infrastructure that supports global trade and economic growth. By investing in projects like the China Nigeria Lagos Calabar Coastal Railway, we can help to create more equitable and sustainable economic growth that benefits people and communities around the world. Thank you for watching today's video, and we hope you found this information informative. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more news and updates from around the world.